Inghititorul de Sabii, the sword's swallower, maybe in a rather awkward translation. An obscure motion picture. But then, what about our notes? Are they mainstream? They smash the internet? Not really. So we can very well tango together. Indeed, we are the swallowers of the notes on films. Let's tango. Um, Forgotten because if you look on the IMDb, which seems to be the most important source for information on movies, good or bad, pertinent or irrelevant, there is no critic there, and I'm not sure if there is any information. I think I looked and it was an invitation if you have something. But it is not that bad to venture a verdict. It's better than Mulan. Mulan, which I made a video boycotting it, suggesting I'm not going to watch because the actress in the main role said something about the use of force or the authorities crackdown in Hong Kong in the sense of she likes it or even loves it or something. So I said, okay, if you do, then I, with my friends, refuse to watch your work in Mulan and anywhere else because we don't appreciate what the authorities do in Hong Kong, South China Sea, Tibet, Uyghur. The list is so long. I mean, we've been under communism, but let's return to the movie. First of all, it has George Constantine in it, fabulous actor of the size of Jack Nicholson. He didn't have the chance to play or audit for Chinatown, Prizzi's Honor, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, any of those, alas. So he had to participate in films like these. But his presence is fantastic. He is a disgusting, obnoxious, lamentable colonel. As a sign of authority, as a sign of a small dictator. So in a way, this movie is a bit subversive in those days when any allusion was censored. So this little dictator says pretty much, I do what I want. So he invites this artist, this man who swallows swords and does other things, a magician, if you will. Maybe now that I mention it, maybe we can think of the magician of Ingmar Bergman. It's not on the same stature, of course, this film, but still, there's some very interesting, good points there. And I must confess, I haven't seen it all. I just happened to be there when it started. And that scene is overwhelming in its vileness and destruction. The colonel says, "You laugh," and the sycophants laugh again. But he gives orders. He says, "I'm the one here. I mean, I'm in this town. They do what I want." And indeed, those under his command have to jump when he says so. And he does this to the artist. He makes him drink. These are tricks. He says when the magician, as we can anticipate, brings an egg out, changes the egg from red to blue, then he takes out also the famous doves. Only the colonel shoots one. So it's a long scene and there's very much there. We don't have time for that. So if we think of that, there's much more to say about this film than I don't know, another mega production. Ava. with Jessica Chastain and so many others. Alas, the cast which is used for little success, if any. Damn! Michal Bulescu is a bit over the top, but otherwise the role is difficult. And at the end, I'm giving you the end as if you'll be looking hard for this. And hey! And you'll be very upset that I'm telling you what happens. And I'm not. I'm just saying at the end he's playing within some limits. Again, maybe he exaggerates somewhat. I mean, it's not one of my favorites. He's something a bit bizarre, but with his bushy eyebrows, he has some eyebrows that have more hair in them than most people have hair on the head. So there's a scene which reminds Dostoevsky, some place where he describes the severe beating of a horse, and that's what they do here. Some idiots put 20 men, or I don't know, in the cart, and they want the poor horse to pull, and when he cannot, they beat him severely, idiots. And then the magician arrives in this village with drunkards, idiots, Trump voters, you name it. And so the magician tries to do his act, and he has maybe 4 swords in his mouth. But the villagers, especially some monsters, insist. Mitica Popescu? Or Mitica? What's the name of the actor? Anyway, insists that he swallows his very long knife. I can't show you from. Well, anyway, big, long. I mean, I have one hand with a phone, so I can't really. I forgot there's a from this to here something. Anyway, no, you forget about your tricks. You swallow this. So that's a challenge, and maybe the artist does that for his art, for his pride, because he's anyway sick and tired of this world, of this inhumanity. Some very impressive scenes there, some serious themes. So overall, this is a film better than Ava and Mulan and so many others. All the Fast and the Furious together. I'm thinking. I haven't seen them, but I don't think I need to.